papayag si Chris. Pero Zeke,
Tama pala yung cap ko.
oh fuck, I didn't wear my cardo. Pero maliit siya eh.
If it's me, malaki lang ulo mo.
It's true. Na-share mo?
Hindi pa. Pakita ko na lang.
Oh my God. Please.
Is that Maki?
Yes. Share. Share. Messenger.
Patay ka.
Diba?
Patay ka.
Okay. Oh my God. These are the best videos. Zeke, nandun ka sa group, di ba, with Jinno? All right, we're live. Good evening, everyone. I thought I was going to do this show by myself, but then I had an evil idea. I invited Maki's wife, the big boss, the financial whiz, the money maker, for not just for herself and Maki, but for all of her clients. Nice. Chris Aganon. And of course,
Shouldn't Maki like take your name? Diba?
Dahil
Oo nga. Oo nga. Let's from now on.
Feeling ko dapat ganun eh.
Hindi na Maki Aganon.
Oh.
Diba?
Maki Borja na.
Maki, mas maganda pa.
Oo nga eh. Naging mas social.
Mas social. Borja, diba?
Mas gusto naman niya, yun, kasi, love niya yung dad ko din eh.
Oh, yun.
So from now on, that's gonna be his name.
Hold on. I'm gonna send this to. Oh my God, this is freaking gold.
What are you doing there?
At Zeke. Oh, wala siya. Zeke, I'm gonna send it to you, ha, diretso. We need to show this. All right, people, and of course the international man of mystery and riding. Not so mysterious, but all right. I want to first say thank you so much to my good friend Jinno, who was here in like episode one of Tunay Na Rider. And because I was going to do the show by myself.
Yeah.
Like, because everybody left us, right?
Yeah, I know. So I basically, this is how Iba asked me. It's like, dude, I can't get anybody for the show. Nobody's in town. There is 0 people in the Philippines, in Manila. Can you do it? So that means to say I was really the last choice for you to ask to come here and actually
no, of
you.
course not. But the fact that all of the Budol people, all of the cyber bullies,
yes,
are not in Metro Manila and probably don't have internet access.
I think they're still. They haven't taken off yet, so maybe they're in the hotels watching.
They're well, maybe. I don't know. Okay, Zeke is asking, do I show this on the stream?
Show what?
Let's tingnan natin. If Maki's watching, wag natin muna. Well, it depends on the boss. Okay. So we've got Jinno here, who's gonna. We did some research.
Yeah.
We hired a research firm. And then the guy said, "No, I'm not shitting you."
Okay.
And we hired a research firm, and then the guys here at the Pod Network did research also
About
like which of our podcasts do really, really well.
okay.
And the podcasts that do really, really well are the ones that actually have legit information.
Well, I would imagine that's probably what the case should be. Otherwise, it's pure nonsense.
Which, when Maki and Buck are here, is
Usually
usually
that's
what
the case.
happens. Si Maki, hindi nakikinig. Feeling ko, nag-games lang yan sa bahay or
Ano ba yan
whatever.
sa bahay, si Maki?
Mahilig mag-games talaga yun dati pa.
So, like, I'll ask a question. Like, hey, Gino, what's your favorite ride? And then like 30 minutes later, he's gonna ask the same freaking question. So anyway, which is why the topic for tonight's episode
Mm.
is all about riding around the world.
Wow.
And syempre, we've got you, and you've gone like in the last 2 years, you've gone everywhere.
No naman, not naman everywhere. But
Everywhere with like, well, no, actually, no. You went to the Himalayas, you went to Europe multiple times.
Yeah.
You've gone to Turkey, which is the bridge of Europe.
Yeah,
You've gone around
half Europe,
Asia.
half Asia.
Yeah, you've gone all over the place. And yeah, we want to give some tips
Mm.
for people
Mm.
who plan to ride around,
Around
other,
the world. Around
other places, not around
the
the
long
world,
way round.
but like Manila to another place, Manila to another
How
place.
about Manila to Santa Rosa? Pwede ba yan?
Feeling ko yung Thailand trip mo, puro Santa Rosa yung videos na yan. Eh. And of course, we have the expert when it comes to visa applications.
Uy.
The consul of the Borja Aganon household.
To take Aganon out of the... Wala na yan. Yung Aganon na yan, wala na. Borja.
Because-
From now on, Borja na siya.
Maki ang yabang nun.
Medyo.
Diba? Ang yabang ni Maki.
Medyo.
Ang daming mga photos sa Maldives na
Mm.
feeling mo siya yung dahilan na pumunta doon,
Oo.
'di ba? Or kung saan-saan pa, ano pa yung mga ibang European, New Zealand, yung mga ganon.
New Zealand, Italy, Switzerland,
Nako.
Belgium,
Ayop.
ano
Big
pa ba?
time.
Netherlands,
Oo, kasama niyo pa si
France.
si
Boss Pito.
Boss
mga boss
Pito.
namin.
Hindi, yung sa Marvel.
Si Simu. Simu, tama ba?
Simu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oo.
Pero the real reason Maki is able to go all of those places is
Yeah.
because
Yes.
of the hardworking Consul General Borja.
Yeah.
Bakit?
It's incentive trips bigay ng company namin.
Pwede mo naman sabihin kung ano yung company.
Yeah,
Tropa natin yan. Eh.
Yes. Tropa. Yan ang tawag to, sole income ko from Sun Life. Woo!
Yun.
You know, I actually have an account sa Sun Life.
Oh,
Oh.
that's good. Yes.
Okay, so and of course you love traveling.
Yes,
And
definitely.
even before vlogging and travel content was a thing, Maki was already doing it, right? So
Mhm.
that's a shared passion. So I mean,
Mhm.
let's see Maki, he is basically the guy. His role,
Yeah.
and it's his role right now in the Adventure Cross
Mm.
is to document the trip.
Yeah.
So siya
Like-
yung photographer mo.
Photographer ko. Actually,
siya yung sweet escapes. Personal sweet escapes.
tsaka navigator. Magaling yun.
Ayun.
Magaling.
So Maki, it brings value to the table. That's why,
That's why you bring him along para may photographer ka. No?
Ano din?
Aminin mo na, yun talaga yun.
Photographer,
Kung nagsha-shopping.
taga-buhat.
Yun.
Taga-buhat.
Oo.
yan. Maliit lang si Maki eh. Kaya ba niya? I can feel that this whole episode of yours is gonna be...
Ay,
Yes!
Zeke, roll film, roll video.
OMG, Mac.
We have a special video from Consul Borja. Borja, di ba sa ano yun? Yung mga pope, yung mga di ba doon galing yung bourgeois?
Bougie.
Di ba?
Basta
Basta yung mga
bougie.
sobrang sosyal.
Yeah.
Up. Sandali.
Mac. Sorry na.
Sorry
Pero
na po,
nasa
Maki.
bundok ka eh.
Akala namin wala kang internet, Maki eh. Sandali. Wait for it. It's worth it. Uy, King, pwede mo ipalabas to sa TV5.
Yeah.
Yun, oh. Oh, yeah.
Now wiggle, 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 wiggle,
Oh my
wiggle,
God,
wiggle.
this is so good.
Play dead like, yeah. Strike a pose like, yeah.
All All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Consul General Borja.
Mm.
Okay. So what is it about riding and what is it about traveling and riding abroad that you guys enjoy? What makes you arrange it and you have those travel incentives and with Sun Life, no?
Mhm.
And then ikaw, because sana all Gino Rufino, the lovable. Okay, sige. If you guys really want to see that video again, just keep on commenting, and
We'll just
that is
keep
our
on playing.
prize for tonight.
This is gonna be the Mackie episode.
Ito na,
Wala siya.
ito na yung intro ng Tunay Na Rider.
Dapat yun talaga yung intro.
Oo. All right. So what is it about riding
Ladies
abroad?
first.
Ayan.
Riding. Siguro kasi ako, lagi akong back ride pa rin, pero I get to enjoy the view talaga. Um, parang travel in general, um, iba yung perspective mo na, okay, ano pala, laki ng mundo. Hindi mo kailangan makipagsiksikan dito sa Manila. Tapos, at the same time, kulang kasi kunyari kami, ang binibigay kasi sa'min ng Sun Life nasa bus kami, parang kulang.
Yeah.
Hindi ko na-enjoy. Pagbaba mo, papakita, ta's after nun, in 5 minutes, let's go. So parang, bitin, hindi man lang, hindi ko, parang hindi pa nagsi-sink in lahat.
Yeah.
So, may inalat naman sa'ming mga free days or kung walang free days, nag-e-extend talaga kami ni Maki ta's nagra-ride. Ta's iba kapag ano, I guess for all riders yun na iba kapag nag-ride ka compared kapag nakakotse ka, yun.
I agree. I love to travel, but those group travel things, sometimes I mean they're great deals,
Yeah.
but para kang ano parang
Cattle.
trabaho. Diba? Okay, you guys have 5 minutes to use the restroom and grab a drink, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna off to the next stop.
It's like your cattle.
Yeah,
You're being herded from one place to another, and then back on the bus. Yun nga, diba? Parang picture, and then konting explanation, and then that's it. Parang you don't get the total immersive experience when you're doing tours like that. But when you're on a bike, iba, diba? You really feel the full on everything, all the senses. When you're traveling, you feel it, and you don't just see it, you feel it, you experience it all,
And
you
you
soak it in.
have complete freedom almost on a
Yeah.
motorcycle. Ako, the way I see riding a motorcycle is it adds definition. It adds resolution to your trip because let's say you have 8 stops on like maybe 4 stops even on like one on a tour when you're traveling. On a motorcycle, you can stop anywhere. Oh, that's a beautiful little coffee shop. It adds the number of volume dials you have, knobs, settings you have, right? It adds resolution to your trip.
I agree. And it's for me, it's the best way to experience a place. You get on a bike and ride through it. It's you really get the best sense of wherever you are on that, because in a car it's a little bit muted, but on the bus worse, right? So it's talaga riding around the world. It's always been a dream of mine for a long time now.
You
And-
just started riding 4 years ago.
no. Okay, so I started riding more than 4 years ago.
More na ba?
More na.
Fuck.
It's
Tagal
been,
na pala. It's been a minute.
it's been a minute. But long time ago when I was a kid, I would imagine doing that. And then I got into an accident when I was younger, and then that whole idea escaped my wala na.
Okay.
So it's always something that I've wanted to do. But yeah, I get to do it now somewhat, no, which is kind of fun.
Going back to like the kind your trips are vacation, right? It's to explore when you go, and then luckily you can do it with Maki, and you have a driver, and then you can take pictures and enjoy, but you do it for work. It's kind of different, no?
It depends on your definition of work.
That's true. That's true. That's
Right.
true.
I mean, I don't consider it work. I some of it is I go with friends, and it's not a job. But most of it's definitely not work for me. When I go and represent brands in different countries and I experience the bikes in the roads there, it's not work. I mean, when you're testing Ducatis in the same hills that they test their bikes on, is that work?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not.
Mhm.
It's totally not work. So I understand. I'm very fortunate and blessed to be able to do that. I am super grateful for it, and I just wish that other people get to experience that as well.
So I remember the first time you got sent abroad.
Yeah. Which one
It
was
was
that?
for the desert sled
Desert. Yeah. No. That actually
in Thailand, in Phuket.
no, that was in Khao Lak, Thailand. Hindi pa nga ako ano na eh, hindi pa nga media. Oh, I was sports. I'm still sports media.
Yeah,
But back
yeah.
then I was just doing sports, and I was looking to buy a bike,
And then
and then they sent me to Thailand to experience the bike.
and
there.
your experience up to that point with a
It was a
motorcycle
150
was
cc.
the what was that? That
It's a
was
Keyway 152.
yeah, it was a pretty bike, but it was a 152.
Yeah, it was a 15 Keyway 152. And then from that I went to the desert sled. Na hindi ko abot.
And you were super stressed,
I was super stressed. We started with the Icon in the morning.
which is okay pa.
Kaya pa yung Icon.
Kaya pa yung
Kaya
Icon.
and then and after that was the desert sled after lunch. In Khao Lak. So the views and the experience of riding in that and with those experienced riders. So I kind
And
of
you went off road.
yeah, with the sled.
Mm.
And it was a little scary in the beginning because again yung experience ko talaga 152 around Makati. Hanggang, go around Rockwell, go around BGC. Yun lang talaga yung experience ko eh. And of course, I did a course. I did the
Honda riding.
Honda riding course.
O, hindi ka pa nag-DRE nun?
Wala pa. Actually, hindi pa nga ako nag-DRE.
Ako rin.
Ano, sorry, nag-DRE ako sa Italy. Sorry.
Dax naman.
Wow.
Ay, hindi pa ako nag-DRE sa Philippines. Oy, speaking of the Scrambler, that is exactly the same bike that Buck and Mackie are
That's right.
using
That's right.
in
Stay
the
safe, guys. Good luck.
FJ Moto
Kaya mo yan.
Endurance
Kaya mo yan. Sige.
Mountain
Ang haba ng title.
Adventure Cross.
That's the whole title?
Yes.
My goodness.
I might have mixed like which is adventure like the placing of the words. But that's the bike they're bringing. And I think and then sila Mark are on the Desert X. I think Totti is either Desert X Ren.
He was gonna take the MTS and
Yeah.
realized it was gonna be too heavy, so he's gonna go.
It was too much bike.
too much bike for that.
But what do you think about that bike for what they're doing?
The sled or the Desert X?
The Desert X. No, sorry. I think the Desert X
or the Icon
is gonna
the Desert X should be fine.
yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Kayang-kaya yun. But with the Scrambler, because it's more for me, it's more kind of a lifestyle bike,
It is.
right? That
Kaya.
could do off-road
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Oh. Pero sa rider na yon, so si Maki saka si Buck naman yan, siguro kaya naman nila yan.
Uy, si Maki, yan ang sponsor mo, ha?
Ayun, si Jerwin naka V4 daw.
O, yun.
V4.
Yung mga...
Sana hindi siya ma-DQ dyan.
Uy, Jerwin, Maki, sabihin mo sa mga teammate mo, walang first to arrive, ha?
Wag magpa-DQ,
Uy, Coach Mel, happy 8th. Thanks for feeding us, and we had a great time at KRB. And then we'll be back. I finally got great. Coach Mel helped me convince Grace to take up real classes because they are now offering street riding in Coach Mel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uy, sama ka kay Grace. I mean, you rode here, so you don't really need that much training. But if you want to do some advanced courses, sabihin mo sa akin para may kasama si Grace.
Sige.
Kasi
Go ako dyan.
sawa na siya sa Stinky Boys eh. All right. Okay, wait. Back to riding abroad.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the best places you guys have ridden in? Console?
Ako pala yun. Ako best. Sa'kin, yung pinaka-recent, Malta.
Wow.
Pero
Kasi
bumagyo doon, 'di ba? Sabi ni
yes,
Maki, like ang lakas ng ulan, it was
sobra.
during DGR and
Yes,
lahat
yes.
ng mga local riders umatras. Sila lang
Yeah.
nag-ride.
Oo, kasi
Hardcore.
ano na kami nun, may suit na kaming dala kasi DGR nga tapos perfect
Tapos
timing na
may photographer ka pa, di ba?
oo,
Oo.
siyempre. Tapos we were supposed to rent dalawa pa nun. Pero a day before, um, they announced they're canceling kasi daw, umuulan. So kami, ano ba, sayang naman, ganito,
And also,
ganyan.
syempre si Maki, ay, anong ulan dito sa Europe? Europe yan, di ba?
Oo,
Oh,
Europe
anong ulan
siya.
dito wala yan sa Pinas. These guys, they don't know how to ride in the rain. So Maki's like, let's ride, di ba?
Oo, oo. So, kahit umulan pero nung umaga kasi around 8:30 nandun na kami sa rental bikes, ah, hindi umuulan, maaraw. So, tinuloy namin. Yun pala, alam nila alam nila na ang rain doon come and go. Rains pretty hard for 5 minutes, tas aaraw na naman, tapos uulan na naman ng 10 minutes ng sobra, gano'n. Pero anyway, kaya siya best kasi unexpected yung itsura niya. Kasi ano siya, they have like ano ba yun, yung UNESCO
Yeah,
Yeah.
heritage
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
that they all
Yung mga
all
Roman, di ba? Parang ganon.
parang gano'n and all buildings kailangan may ano lang, may parang yellow, yun lang. Kung ano yung itsura yellow limestone, parang gano'n. Hindi ka puwedeng magbago. So, the whole city parang isa lang yung tone, paglabas namin gano'n, parang buong bansa gano'n. Tapos nag-coastal din kami, iba din siya. Ang gusto ko kay Maki kasi ano siya yung navigator. So, siya na bahala, uupo na lang ako dun, aangkas na lang ako. Tapos kunyari may
May
point A.
personal tour guide.
Yes,
May local.
yes. Lokal-lokalan
We'll,
kasi hindi
we'll
naman
pretend that we don't know each other. And you're a Maltese local.
tapos kunyari from point A to point B. Pero in the middle of that, 'pag meron kaming nagustuhan, wala na, dito na muna tayo, gano'n. So, iba siya, iba yung itsura niya. So, and in terms of other European countries, they were very, very friendly. Hindi yun yung parang expected ko na, alam mo na, yung yun, ano sila.
Yeah, depended. Even though Europe is actually quite small, the people are very, very different. Like when you cross a border,
Yeah.
just yung ugali ng tao is very different.
Yeah.
Even if you just go like 20 kilometers one direction. No.
Yeah.
Oh, Gino, for you.
What?
Oh, wait, I just need to, Toti Alberto is watching with Maki.
I want to see the portable toilet.
And then,
Thoughts?
sabi ni daw ni Toti, now you know how stupid your friends are. To Gino.
I knew that a long time ago.
I assume they're talking about them who are doing the Toti's never done it. That blew my mind.
I can't believe Mark Sung convinced Totti to do this.
That shows you kung
I really can't believe it.
gaano
Wow.
kagrabe yung budol powers
so
ni Mark Sung.
Thoughts, it's your turn to make him budol. Make him buy the Desert X Rally and the MTS Rally. Make him buy both.
Wait a minute.
Mm.
Who budled who?
They budol each other.
If nabudol ni Mark si Toti to go on this crazy adventure.
Yeah. So Toti
gumante.
Gumante si Toti. Now Mark Soon's gonna buy 2 bikes from Ducati.
And then Maki, you gotta. I mean, your job as the documentarist of Team Ducati / Tunay Na Rider is to capture them using the toilet, the portable toilets.
Ako
they
talaga
brought.
gusto ko makita yung portable toilet. That's ano.
May dala rin si Mark di ba?
Portable toilet.
Oh,
bidet. May bidet ba siya?
May bidet siya for sure. May Tunay Na Rider bidet yan. Pero may toilet rin si Mark. And, okay. So Mark already bought the rally.
I didn't know that was public knowledge, but
Well,
I guess it is now.
I guess we're gonna see Mark doing a video in a Ducati shirt and a helmet also, like the one
Which one?
The console shared.
That constant.
All right.
Mm.
Yeah. What is what is out of all the trips you've done?
They're very different though, right? Like the Himalayas is so completely different from anything else there is. So I can't
Eh, nabudol ka dun eh.
but I can't mix that. I can't put that in the same category because it's different. It's like you can sort of compare the different places in Thailand, like the beach towns or the different parts of Thailand, whether it's northern Thailand in Chiang
Chiang
Mai,
Mai. Yeah.
Khao
I've
Lak,
ridden there.
Pattaya. So they're all Pattaya and Khao Lak is similar. Chiang Mai is different.
Where were you recently?
Pattaya.
Pattaya.
Yeah.
And that looks like Laguna. If you guys haven't seen, and this is a great video, this bike, everybody's super hyped about because of the price point
It's the price
and the
point.
pedigree.
Yeah.
Right? It's the right price.
I guess you watched the video because I said those two words. Yeah.
I watch all your videos. I'm like,
Sure you do.
I haven't seen the
No, you
the,
don't.
the weird Peugeot one.
Which
The one with the like
yeah.
I didn't
that
see
was in
that.
Spain.
But so I watched that video and Grace and I were watching it and we were like, hindi naman nag-Thailand yun eh. That looks like Laguna.
No, but that's what makes that ride great.
Nag-abroad ka pa.
No, kasi we simulated Philippines with the bikes because the bikes are not all here yet. So that's so
Special request mo yun.
yeah. So I
It
said
has to be like the
It has
Philippines.
to
so
look like the Philippines, and with the the dirt on the road, the medyo lubak-lubak ng konti. All the only difference is that you're riding on the left side of the road. That's the only difference.
and in your video, there are shots where you're veering to
Yeah,
the right
yeah.
side. Like
Yeah.
parang
Parang when there's no cars coming, sometimes I instinctively will go drift to the other, and I realize, oh wait, I have to go back to here.
Speaking of, in Malta, right side. Have you guys ever ridden in like where it's on the left side?
Left side siya.
Left side
Kaya
siya.
mahirap din.
Yeah.
Any close calls?
Wala naman.
Wala naman. Ako, when I was in Japan, and if I'm not with a group, and you guys ride by yourself,
Yeah.
when like halimbawa nauna ako sa group, pare, I go to the right side. Bute, naka cardo kami. Because I can hear people screaming, left side, left side, left side. And I'm like, what do they mean? Like, then I go
Yeah.
to the left side.
So I mean, that's probably one of the main ones that you have to be conscious about if you're riding abroad, no? Because that's yun nga, if you're riding with a group, medyo madali because you're just following. But if you're on your own, you have to be conscious about it. You're on the other side of the road.
How do you adjust your mind to ride on the left? And how is it different?
No, it needs repetition. Like I remember yung first time namin when we got to Leh in the Himalayas. Our first day,
Left side ba sa Himalayas?
left side. Well, I mean, in the Himalayas, there's no left or right. It's just,
Sometimes there's no road.
like, bahala ka sa buhay mo. No, it's when you're still in the town, it's on the left side, but it's kind of chaotic, right? You're kind of just all over the place in India, and you just have to figure it out. So it's a little bit tricky, but you get used to it the more you do it. So we spent the first day riding around one of the towns in Leh, just to acclimatize and to familiarize ourselves with the bikes, and also to practice riding on the left.
Okay. When it's riding on the left and you're in twisties.
Yeah, Thailand, and so in Chiang Mai, that's unlimited twisties. In fact, I want to say, that Chiang Mai ride, Toti was I was with them, and that's one of the best rides I've experienced. And even Toti, who's ridden around the world definitely much more than me, he says it's one of his best experiences as well, riding in Chiang Mai. So that one was a little bit tricky because, especially if you fall back or if you're with a pack, it's okay. But on the twisties, it still feels like you're normal twisties. It's just that you just have to be conscious. You're still on that side, and there are sometimes cars coming on the other side.
You've ridden in Bali, no?
Yes.
So see again, I think
Pero scooter lang sa Bali.
a lot of our trips have been sponsored by Toti. So Toti, a long time ago when I was with Top Gear, no, they sent top bikes. Top bikes when there were things called magazines.
Yeah.
Uh,
Medyo matagal na yan. What are magazines?
it's like an iPad,
No?
but it's
Is it-
super haptic. You don't
Okay.
slide. You can actually lift To
You
go to
mean
the
that's
next.
a new thing, huh?
Yeah. It's tactile, which is
Wow.
super cool.
So what does it feel like? Does it feel like glass?
They're able to synthesize this like kind of smooth
Yeah.
texture.
Okay. Are you able to zoom in
Yes,
on
you take it,
magazines?
and instead of doing that, you actually do this.
Oh, wow. That is
It's
incredible.
awesome.
I
It's
think it's
awesome.
gonna sell well. You should start one.
I think somebody people should get into the magazine business.
Yeah.
So no, when I was in, and I'm lucky that it was Bali, right? I was the launch of the first
Why?
Hyperstrada.
Bali wala lang.
Oh my god! You gotta join Paulo Abrera and write that Tito jokes book. Um, because it's incredibly tourist friendly.
Yeah.
So I ended up being on the right side, and there was a truck coming,
Mm.
and it was my first time riding in a country where you had to ride on the left side. And I told the truck to
Ikaw pa. Ikaw pa yung galit.
para akong kamote rider, pare. Yung
Kamote
may
ka naman
mga
talaga eh.
big bike na may wangwang, yung mga ganon, yung
You
pucha
see me
pare,
rolling the head.
with my bling bling wangwang. And
Naka short shorts ka na.
hindi naman, nakagear ako.
Naka Crocs and short shorts. Ay, sorry.
hindi. Naka full gear naman ako. And I'm on a Ducati, so hindi bagay. Dapat naka full gear ka if you're on a Ducati. And then, pare, tumabi siya.
But okay, so but in going back to in Chiang Mai area, the motorists, when they see you coming, they pull to the side. They let you through. I mean, that's the courtesy that they have is incredible. Like they really pull over to the side, they slow down and let the pack through.
Yep. And I saw na may mga, parang may mga hagad. Na Chiang Mai. This is your last trip.
Walang hagad. Yun, walang hagad. Kami lang yun eh.
But
yeah.
I would like to say, we've got Big Sugar D here. Si David and sila Trunks watching. They've got an awesome ride.
Mm.
And again, I don't know. And you have to tell me later what Mackie has to do to get his visa approved, what documents he has to show. But Mackie's going to Bohol. And if you've ridden in Bohol, ganon rin sila.
Oh, really?
They are,
So
awesome.
metro, so sa dito lang sa Luzon. yung
Luzon
mga-
lang yung mga medyo,
coops.
yeah. In Bohol, if you're right, like I rode with Grace in Bohol. We did about 200 kilometers. And Grace isn't, she's a new rider. And, trucks would give her so much distance. They would overtake, not like aggressively.
Yeah.
They would take as far away as possible. So when Mackie goes to Bohol, that's going to be an awesome ride. And maybe you should join too.
Teka lang. Alam mo ba? He's gonna.
Ay, wait, alam mo ba?
Alam mo ba? Hindi.
Nagsabi na. Ano yan? Good
in
husband. Good
in
husband.
process yung application niya.
Alam ko na, para mag-visa approve.
Okay.
Dalhin niya ako sa Thailand.
Ayun.
Kasi kakakwento lang ngayon
yan,
ni
yan.
Gino eh.
Yan.
Nana na ako.
Chiang Mai na yan.
No, but seriously, I think Bohol is an incredibly friendly, beautiful. I mean, there's so many places you can see.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're talking about travel abroad, no? But if you can't travel abroad,
Yeah.
there are so many beautiful places to see in the Philippines.
A lot.
Mhm.
Definitely a lot. One of my favorite rides, including riding abroad, one of my favorite rides is actually riding in Palawan. And it's because you get everything, right? You get the big highways if you want to break the law and go fast.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't, but I'm just saying,
Papagalitan kasi
if you want to,
ni Big Sugar D.
if you want to, you can do that. There are good twisties there also. The scenery is fantastic. And then on top of all of that, the destination is Palawan.
If
with
you
some of
want
the best beaches in the world.
to catch some slow-mo, really beautiful beach shots with water glistening off of his abs. You gotta check out Gino's Palawan trip. I watch your videos, man. Talaga, may slow-mo beach glistening, kita nipples and
YouTube.
abs.
Sa YouTube ba?
Sa YouTube yan.
Oh, yan.
What
YouTube
should they look
daw.
for, Gino?
I don't know. No, but it is because you usually when riders will always say it's not about the destination, it's the journey to that's really the whole thing, the whole theory behind it, right? It's a journey, it's a journey, it's a journey. But in Palawan, the destination is fantastic as well. It's not just about the journey.
Oh, sila Q815, sila Big Sugar D are inviting. Sama ka daw.
When is that?
We can't go. We're gonna be in El
Where are we?
Nido.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, El Nido's Palawan.
So, yun. Sorry, David. I nauna sila Gino mag-invite
Hindi
eh.
naman ako nag-invite niyan, ha?
Well,
Event yun.
it's an event. Nauna yung mga event organizers mag-invite. I really wanted to go because Mackie told me about the Bohol Loop first, but then the event organizers already said, "All right, we're booking the tickets."
Okay.
So wala na.
Well, yeah, I think that event in Palawan is gonna be fun.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get some slow mo shots also.
Yeah. of your abs.
Of you and me.
It needs to be you and Mark So.
Yeah, and Mark So.
Nag-cuddle kayong dalawa.
All right. May tanong si Henorio. May effect influence sa riding style nyo ang mga travels?
In a way, yes. I think when you're exposed to different riders from different backgrounds, different theories, it kind of still influences you in some way or another. I think if I had just always ridden in the Philippines and not experienced it anywhere else, I think I'd probably be a little bit, I don't want to say kamote, but a little bit hot-tempered. My temper would be pretty, like I for some reason, because I've learned to just accept na wala ganyan talaga.
Yeah,
Just-
hindi ka naman na, I mean, hindi ka naman,
there are times when I get road rage every so often.
Talaga?
Yeah. I mean, I just keep it in. But I've learned to kind of let that go a little bit through the years, and just accept it. Wala, that's just the way it is, and you just have to, take the good with the bad.
How about you guys?
Right, back rider lang ako eh. Pero, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, Maki, ikaw
Oh,
sumagot
Maki,
niyan.
ikaw daw sumagot.
Yeah.
Type mo.
But
Bago ba yung
So-
may impact ba?
So in another way, like in my last ride sa Pattaya last week, paglabas namin ng hotel, the jump off point, ang bilis na ng marshal, sobrang bilis na. Well, he was on a Tiger na, I think it was a Tiger 900. Kami naka 400cc lang kami. So pero he was gunning it the whole time. And we were like, wow, I guess there's no speed limit here. So
No, and I saw the video. There were people blocking the road. They're like police officers
so kaya nga parang
blocking intersections for you.
parang HPG nga sila eh.
Parang kayong VIP
Yeah,
convoy.
I felt like but when you go on these rides with manufacturers, be it Triumph, Ducati, Peugeot, CF Moto, so on and so forth, it's kind of like, because they have guides with you, marshals with you that will help you get through certain situations, because a lot of the people riding there are foreigners.
Yeah.
And syempre, they're not familiar with the area, they're not familiar with all the traffic rules, so they really have guides with you to guide the way.
And you can't be too kamote because it's
No.
the brand.
Yeah, you can't be kamote at
Yeah,
all.
I mean, you need to follow the,
So, yeah,
the path. And
Which goes back to the influence thing, right?
Yeah.
Because you're representing not just yourself, but you're also representing your country in a way, because you're there, you're nakasabi, Philippines.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
you're also representing the brand that sent you there.
Yep. Nakakahiya naman.
Nakakahiya naman if maging Maki Aganon ka doon.
Si Maki, naiinis when somebody overtakes him, Si Maki, ay, tinahi. And then binalikan ko siya, tinahi ko yun. Mga ganon si Maki eh. Pero, yun, si Maki, sabi niya, what influences him are yung mga fines. May ano na ba? Natiketan na ba kayo?
Wala naman.
Wala pa naman. Okay,
Muntik na. Kasi doon sa mga left, yung mga nasa
Ah.
left, or yung mga nakakalito sa ibang bansa yung mga signage na hindi mo nakikita dito. Like,
Hindi ba universal yung mga street signs?
Hindi, yung parang, ano ba
It is sa
'to?
Japan, may
What?
parang Pokemon crossing eh.
Yeah,
Like
Ah,
parang weird animals and like
oo.
there are actually a lot of, and in Japan, there are signs on the road. Like
in Japanese or
no,
in
like the roads are different colors
yeah.
Mhm.
and there are different textures on the roads.
Yeah.
So you're like, what the hell
So
does this, why, if it's green, what does that
yeah.
mean? If it's red, what
Yeah.
does that mean?
Actually, in the Thailand video I just did, there, may ganyan din eh. May paint sa road, and what's amazing is that the paint's not slippery.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oo.
I was at first I was scared to lean the bike because it's painted, and then when I kept going, like, what is wrong with this?
No.
The paint is not.
In Japan,
Yeah.
if it's like in some of the areas we went to, if it is like a decreasing radius curve,
Naka-color,
naka-color, and that
Wow.
paint is more makapit
Wow.
than the normal
Mm.
road.
So is it like in Mario Kart na yung boost?
It no, if you're riding around like in Japan, the roads look like they're from a
Mario Kart.
video game. May isa pang maganda yung tanong ni King Senko.
Mm.
Can we scroll down and show, oh wait, sorry, nasa banyo si Zeke yata. Yung kay King, okay, nandyan. King Senko. Hindi, tapos ka na mag-poop. You wash your hands, Zeke, no? Okay.
Go to the top. Let's see the top.
Ano yung bansa? Yan. Yan.
What?
Anong bansa ang napuntahan nyo na marami rin kamote?
Philippines. Marami din.
France?
Ah,
Really?
talaga?
Paris?
Bakit? Ano yung experience nyo doon?
Ano eh, mahilig sila mag-cut talaga. Kahit mapakotse or motor. Para lang sila nagmamadali. Kahit, di ba yung mga roads doon,
Yeah,
very,
narrow.
very narrow, pero ang bibilis. Tsaka sa Malta din.
Malta rin.
Kahit mga bus na ganun lang, ganun. Tapos yung walang alalay.
So doon tuwang-tuwa si Maki. Kasi nakakaganti siya.
Feel at home.
At home.
Woohoo!
Oo.
I'm a local.
Oo, yun.
But I don't think there's anything for me. I don't think there's India talaga yung pinakamahirap.
Wild yun.
Oo. Di pa ako nakapunta.
Ako
dun.
rin.
India talaga. But for some reason it works over there. Like they manage to parang normal sa kanila yun eh. But grabe talaga. It's here kasi if you see somebody, you still can kind of understand or predict what the person is gonna do. Dun wala. You have no idea what he's gonna do and what's gonna outcome. So you really have to slow down. And then the trucks there, they don't care if they hit you or not.
Wow.
Because these trucks are military trucks.
Okay.
So if you get hit by a military truck in the mountains in the Himalayas, wala. But too bad. So you really have to be the one to adjust. Yeah. It's but the trade-off, you're in the Himalayas. And you see the views that words cannot describe.
Yeah.
What it's like. It's one of the best rides, but iba. Italy has its own charm, Spain has its own charm, Turkey, Thailand, so on and so forth. It's all there's some similarities, but they all have their special secret sauce.
That's in Naj. I think so, Naj. I was supposed to go with sila Mark. Kasi I think
This
we're
year.
going in June or July.
With sila Vince.
Yeah. But I got another trip that I have to go.
World traveler.
not
Just
Jinno
saying.
Rufino. We gotta pay for our own trips. No, but
Hey, I pay for some of my trips.
1 out of 10. 1 out of 12.
Ay, basta.
So so Grace and I are gonna ride around in Europe. But we're still planning it out.
But I mean, Italy, Spain, Portugal.
I'm zoning out right now, but I think
I-
we'll be in Switzerland. We're going to be in Slovak. We'll be in a couple places.
Okay.
So, but I'm not gonna. The whole point isn't the ride. We're gonna be there, and then we're gonna rent a motorcycle, and we'll do the whole Mackie consul general thing.
Yeah.
Wait, may mga... Actually, when you go to Himalayas, put it... Nudge, naka-Himalayas ka na ba?
Taga Himalayas ba?
Wait, may tanong sa taas. Zeke, how do you... si Big Sugar D. How do you differentiate the common riding style here in the PH compared to other Asian countries, except Japan? Hmm.
Well, it depends. I mean, I've only, for me personally, I've only ridden in Asia, just Philippines and Thailand, really.
How about
So
kayo?
Sa'kin hindi style, siguro ano, nagulat lang ako kasi hindi style, kasi hindi ako nakakapag-ano pa. Pero yung sa highway, sa mga ano ba 'to, highway or freeway nila na parang, okey 125 puwede na pala kasi
yeah,
nag-rent kami ng Vespa nun, puwede na kami sa highway. So parang
Sana all, no?
'di ba sana all, parang napapaisip ako kasi dito 'di ba may gano'n pa na parang, okay you have to ano, graduate to a big bike para makalayo ka or something. So doon ko na-realize na parang, okey bakit sa'tin okey, ano lang pala 'yan, dito lang pala sa atin.
the 400cc rule.
Yeah, the 400cc rule.
Though in Japan, they have a lot of CC rules for the different types of highways.
Mhm.
So we rented 250cc. We did like Hunter Cubs, Super
Yes, yeah, I
Cubs,
think I
and
saw that.
because when you go outside of Tokyo, you don't need big displacement bikes because the roads are kind. I mean, 80% of Japan is mountainous.
Hmm.
So it's nonstop twisties. It's beautiful scenery, and they're very strict when it comes to the speed limit on secondary roads. But to get out of Tokyo, it was like 4 hours and 100 plus stoplights if you don't take the highway. It was it drove me mad. I know it was over 100 stoplights because Grace was counting the number of stoplights, right? So it depends on the countries. And um yan, mas maraming kamote daw sa Thailand, sabi ni Maki.
Maybe. Maybe.
Ikaw, Gino, what do you think about yung mga rules and regulations?
Where?
What were the most challenging countries when it comes to... Kasi ako, even driving in the US, I
Yeah.
get super stressed because in the Philippines, the rules,
Our suggestions.
there are clear, like make cardinal sins, right? In
Yeah.
the Philippines, and you just follow the cardinal sins, right? You stop at an intersection. Doesn't really matter if you stop a little bit over the line, maybe. And then if you're turning left and you're on the right lane, and then somebody cuts in front of you coming from the out. Parang those are kind of like, oh well, diba? But in other countries, they're incredibly strict about what lane you're supposed to be on.
Yeah. Some, not India.
No, but I mean, did you guys ever? Are you ever stressed? Do you have to research about these rules and
You
regulations?
do kind of have to research a little bit. I remember the first time when I was going to go to Italy for the World Ducati Week. I knew we were going to go on a ride, and I searched as far as, and I searched and I asked questions about from people who I know have driven and ridden in those places, and they said it's pretty much similar to here, more or less. Um, but of course, in Thailand was a little bit different. Also, Thailand's closer and more Philippine style riding and driving, I suppose. Except you're on the other side of the road. That's really the only thing that's the biggest difference there. Aside from in Chiang Mai, I didn't experience it in Pattaya when the motorists would pull to the side. Only Chiang Mai for some reason, but in Pattaya, for me anyway, it felt like it was still here. Sabi mo nga, it looked like it was just in Laguna.
Laguna lang.
Laguna.
Yeah.
So, Coach Clyde, may shout out Coach Clyde. Join us for National Skills Riding Competition, March 2, 2024, in their compound in Santo Tomas City, Batangas. Coach Clyde, I'm sorry I can't go, but if you guys, I mean, Next time they have one of these things, I'm definitely gonna
Are you
join.
gonna? You're gonna join?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you tried it? Have you
Wow.
tried Coach?
Yes,
You've done Coach
I've
Clyde's, no?
I've done the course.
I'm gonna join. I'm gonna take the Helix, and I told Coach Clyde, I will be the last because I am going to hit every single cone. Para hindi sila na mahirapan. I will knock down the cones for them. But March 2 and 3 is also the Touratech travel event
Oh yeah,
2024.
that's right.
It's going to be in LU. It's going to be in La Union.
Yeah.
It's Ride and Camp.
Yeah.
They just announced it yesterday. So Buck and I are going. Maki, sama ka? Ay, visa, ma'am.
You're asking the wrong person.
Pwede ba,
Don't ask
pwede
Maki.
ba sumama si Maki sa March 2 and 3 for the
Oo.
Touratech travel event? It's Ride and
Okay.
Camp. Weekend po yon. Can Maki come out and play?
Mag-usap kami pag-uwi.
Wait, hold on. Anong 6 a.m. jump off?
Tomorrow.
Ah. Wait, Naj, kasama ka ba dyan?
Si Nudge naman palagi nandyan eh. Everywhere. Nudge is everywhere. I think I have a theory. There's more than one Nudge.
May twin siya. Para siyang Lufe. Lauve?
But I think there are, you know, that movie, the one, the magicians.
Yeah. The Prestige?
The
Is that-
Prestige.
Yeah.
The Prestige. I think there's more. Maybe nga, feeling ko, ano eh, Nudge, it's like, there's like 4 of them. There's
May-
4 Nudges around.
May mabait. Kasi I rode with Naj in
mabait si-
Leyte and
mabait.
Ormoc. He was, I mean, I'm not a fast rider.
Yeah.
I'm super chill,
Yeah.
right? And he was behind me the whole time.
That wasn't really him.
And
So
then
that wasn't the Nudge here in
And then
Luzon.
natumba
Iba
pa
yun.
siya.
Oh, iba pa yun.
No was.
Nahulog niya yung bike. So I'm
Oh.
like, baka hindi ito si Naj.
Kaya nga, iba yun. That was a different Nudge.
It was different from the Naj in Mindanao.
Yes. So
Maybe there's a Naj in Luzon,
Visayas, Mindanao.
Visayas, and the one in Visayas
Ah.
is super bait.
I haven't met that one yet. yung nakilala ko lang yung dito lang sa Luzon. Yung Nudge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going back to riding abroad, what are your tips for people? Like if it's their first time to ride in another country, what do you bring? What are your tips? What should they research? Console?
Ako, ano ba? Better to bring your own, gloves, kung kaya. Kasi dati,
Full gear. Well, I mean, some of your rides, naka big bike kayo.
Oo.
A lot of them are like on Vespas and scooters.
Oo.
What do you recommend? What's your preference?
Kung day, sa motorcycle?
Yeah.
Kung day lang naman, okay na yung Vespa. Pero kung overnight, 2 days, 3 days, talaga, at least may top box para malagay mo yung gamit mo. Kasi pag wala, edi ako, parang
Backpack
paminsan,
ka.
ako yung backpack.
Ikaw yung top box.
Ako yung top box.
Okay.
Ayun. So, yun lang siguro sa akin. Una ko naisip. Kasi dati, we went there, tapos wala palang gear na mahihiram. Kasi merong ibang mga bike rentals na walang gear. Tapos, or paminsan, pagpunta mo doon, syempre, ang sticky, yung gloves. So, I
Bring
think,
your own.
bring your own.
Yeah.
Gino.
No, well, because every time, most of my rides abroad are work or jobs. So I always bring my own gear. But what I know,
Sponsored by? Sino yung mga tropa natin
which one?
that
My
support
gear?
your gear?
So you can see it right here.
WWR,
Yeah, so you see the Fury Gun,
Fury Gun,
Falco,
yung helmet.
Shark, Segura.
Ang ganda ng bagong Shark na
Which one?
the I2 ba yan?
Which
The
one is
one
that?
with built-in LED lights.
Squall.
The Squall
Yeah.
I2I,
Yeah.
I2E or something like
but
that.
Squall. Yeah, I
Yeah,
should know that. But anyway, it's called the Squall.
Yeah, the Squall.
Yeah, it's coming out soon. It's coming out here. The stocks are arriving very soon. And it's a good one. It feels it could be a daily helmet, right? It could be just your one helmet that you use. And it's what's
I just like it because there are freaking
there's
lights built in.
and they blink
Yeah,
blink when you slow down.
It's super Tron, man.
Yeah.
And it's got not just lights in the back, it's
In the
also
front.
got lights the white in front.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And when it's there's a sensor when you slow down the bike, the one in the bike and the one in the back lights up. So
Panalo,
it's
panalo.
and the price point you'll be. I don't want to say the price point, but it is very competitive. It's gonna be lower than most people think.
Okay, so what
Okay, so going back to the
going
tips,
what
my
what
bad, my
tips?
bad.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Um,
we syempre we support our friends,
so
man.
I because every time I go to a new place that I'm gonna probably ride in, I will look up the the rules and regulate, the rules, the laws of riding
Oh
there.
wow, you
I
really take
I
the
do.
time.
Do that. And then I'll even go to YouTube and watch like
Riding in
riding in whatever.
Chiang Mai,
Yeah.
riding in Italy.
Just so that I know what to expect. But aside from that, I don't do much else because I like to be able to experience it myself. So I just want to have an idea,
Yeah, yeah.
and I want to know that I'm not going to be locked up abroad by breaking rules. So aside from that, I want to be able to experience the other things on my own, and so I just the basics, the fundamentals before going there.
Hmm. Ako, one tip when I do, and it's a motorcycle ride, right? It's
Yeah.
it's not like if what Greece and I are gonna do in Europe are more like what you and Mackie do. Like we're gonna rent scooters, we're gonna go around the small towns. It's not hundreds or hundreds of kilometers in a
Mm.
day. It's probably gonna be like max 100 kilometers, and
Mhm.
it's really eating in a coffee shop and stuff like that. But if it's gonna be like a multi-day ride out of the country, one is pack light,
Mm.
like
That's
pack
what
as light as
that's why you
possible.
don't bring extra brief when you go to places.
Oh, I mean, you don't even need them, right?
Yeah, bare ball it.
Bear is the way to go. Now, and also, again, it depends on the type of riding. Um, I love, uh, and these guys aren't sponsored, and I bought this stuff, but I love the grit
Oh, yeah, I'm
pants.
wearing.
Mhm.
I bought all the colors.
Yeah, same. I love the grit pants because um, they're great walking
Yeah,
pants,
yeah,
also,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Well, they are hiking pants, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's why
yeah,
that's what they originally
yeah.
were.
And then they've got padding if you
Yeah.
need it. And I also I hate walking around in motorcycle shoes. But like they're not comfy. So
So, allow me to show you these. Papa, do
yon.
these look like motorcycle shoes to you?
No.
They are. It has the proper protection and everything, but they look like sneakers and kind of feel like sneakers also.
So I usually bring like the ACG Gore-Tex
Okay.
boots, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And but maybe I should pick up something like that
Yeah.
has more. But so it's less like if I was gonna travel to Sagada, I would bring a lot more gear,
Yeah.
like motorcycle specific gear.
Yeah.
But the stuff I look for are more kind of a mix of touring
Yeah.
and and something that you can walk around in.
Yeah. I want to ask you guys questions.
Mm.
Hi,
Oh wait,
Tex.
let's say hi
Hi,
to
Tex.
Hello.
Mr. Ambush. Hi, Miss Techie. What's up? Yun, WWR.
Yeah. But what are your no? What are both of your dream riding destinations? It's if there's
Nagawa na nila yung dream riding destination ko eh.
Which,
Yung nagawa na ni Maki at
which
ni
one?
Chris eh.
Ano?
New Zealand. For me, that is the
Yeah.
ultimate.
Ah.
Because you
Yeah.
have everything. And nagawa rin nila, no, Raymond and Malu. Because you have everything in a
Mhm.
compressed space.
Mm.
Like you can, and there's nobody. And there's more, and
There's
it's
more
like,
sheep.
it's steak every night. It's steak and it's cheese and it's wine every night. I mean, that is like, and of course, I'm a geek, right? So I mean, I fit in with the dwarves.
Would you
From
do the movie?
Tolkien.
Would you the movie tours?
Oh hell
when
yeah!
you're there in New
Oh
Zealand?
hell yeah!
I did them. I did the Lord of the Rings tour.
Yeah,
you
kami
rode it
din.
in New Zealand
Oo.
also?
Huh? No, I was there. I was there on a cruise, and then we went to different towns. I was with my family, and I saw people riding. I kept on thinking, wow, this is gonna be awesome to ride. This place should be awesome to ride to, ride around it. But yeah, those tours are kind of funny. Some of them are worth it. Some of them aren't.
Oo.
And but as a movie buff, I think you should do it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
definitely. That's New Zealand. So, what's the next place you will approve Mackie's visa?
Ako, kung siya, hindi ko alam eh. Pero ako, if ano, willing din siya, tas ako natuto din mag big bike, Himalayas, gusto ko gawin.
Wow!
Ooh. You know what? Don't
Ang
even.
swerte talaga ni Mackie,
Oo
no?
nga eh.
Parang sana all.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Ah.
I'm married. I love you, Grace. But hindi ikaw yung sponsor ko eh.
Yeah. So Himalayas is your dream destination kasi
Wow.
nag-ano ka na eh, nag New Zealand na.
And you're okay with like roughing it. You're okay with
Hindi naman super roughing it yung Himalayas eh. I mean there's hotels.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just not great,
Yeah.
but there's hotels.
you're okay with that.
Yung, paano roughing yung,
Hindi naman kailangan
Like-
mag-camp eh.
Hindi naman like the banyos aren't like
oo, hindi naman ako, high maintenance type
Mas
of
mas high
person.
maintenance ba si Maki?
Yung totoo,
feeling ko
oo.
actually mas
Mm.
mas maarte si Mackie.
Marami siyang sapatos sa bahay, wala na. Ako ang dami ko nang binawas dahil hindi na kasya yung sapatos niya. Tapos nagbawas ako, nagdagdag na naman. Sa pants, mas marami siya. Sa shirt, yes.
No,
Ayan.
and Mackie more than Chris. No, I mean I don't know. We don't spend a lot of time together. But Mackie more whenever I'm with Mackie and Chris, he looks in the mirror a lot more. And he fixes his diba? And then he combs his beard, and then when he takes off his helmet, he combs his hair, he looks in the mirror. Mas kikay si Mackie, no?
Mas hindi, siya, mas,
Metrosexual.
Yeah.
Oo.
But Eva, what's your dream destination outside of New Zealand? So New Zealand number one.
New Zealand is for sure number one. Himalayas. I really, really want to go to the Himalayas. So let's approve mo na yung visa. We'll plan one. And only because nabudol ako ni Mark.
Yeah.
The third
The King
and
Budol.
which might happen this year
Oh.
is Mongolia.
Mongolia
Because
looks good
Buck
too.
might be going there.
Yeah, Mongolia
Right? We're gonna exile
Mm.
Buck to
Yeah.
Mongolia
for a couple of months.
for a couple of months.
But I'm really interested in Iceland. I think that would be amazing. But kailangan summer, hindi pwede winter yung
I've
die.
been there, spring. Pero hindi ako nag-ride.
Yeah. I've been there winter. It's so cold, but it's so beautiful. It's like a different planet.
actually not. I just
Pwede
watched a
rin yun,
video
bucket
recently.
list.
Yeah.
Of some guys on some not hardcore, but like more on like 350 enduro motorcycles
In Iceland?
in
Yeah,
Iceland.
I saw that one.
And then it was just a whole bunch of these beautiful scenery, a
It's-
lot of like it's like all of these a lot of tiny river crossings.
yeah.
One guy broke his leg, so I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, Iceland and sounds so. Oh yeah, we've got our list.
Yeah.
We've got our list. But if you've never, and we're here on the, we're here at the 1 hour point.
Okay.
If you've never ridden abroad, what is your recommendation for like the first country, like affordability wise, access easy to ride in wise? It's more. There's not a big adjustment.
Mhm.
What country would you guys recommend?
Siguro sa'kin, maybe Bali. Kasi friendly yung motorists. So, parang di sila mabigla. Tapos, I think, di ba left side
left
sila?
side
So,
siya.
parang mabait na nga yung mga nasa kalsada. Tapos, makakapag-practice ka pa. Ito pala feeling ng nasa left side ka. Ayun. Tapos, nasa Asia ka. Di ba? So,
And
no visa needed.
Iba yung culture ng Bali eh. It's really like you feel like you're in another country. Not like when Gino went to Laguna last week. No, and also the custom bike scene
Yeah.
in Bali
the
is
Deus Temple.
crazy.
The Deus Temple there.
Like
It's quite amazing.
the most ridiculous
Yeah.
bikes that you could
Yeah.
imagine there.
And they have so many different garages that it's a beautiful culture that
Yeah,
you see. And I do appreciate Bali for that. That's a good choice. I think Bali would be a good choice. Bali or Indonesia, Thailand, those two countries. I think maybe not Bangkok, but outside
Yeah,
outside
yeah.
of the big cities. Siguro those would be different enough because you know left side of the road scenery is a little different, but still quite familiar.
So for you, it would be
Somewhere in Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia.
Somewhere in Southeast Asia for sure.
See, Mark shared with me the price for riding in Chiang Mai.
With the dart tours
Yeah,
or
I don't know what, but the Ducati.
the dart. That's what it's
Yeah, yeah.
dart. Yeah.
And I was like, this is quite affordable.
Yeah.
So for me, it would probably be, yeah. I mean, well, I rode in Chiang Mai, but I flew in there and it was for work. And then actually, I'm kind of like you and you. I get to travel for work. I got to go to Bhutan and I helped an NGO there. But my thing is,
You wanted to slip that in a little
I
bit.
always
huh?
slip
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a little
I
couple
helped
of
I,
right.
I no, I helped an NGO there. Yeah.
Oh, that's my life, man. I love helping people, right? So when and I always like, hey, maybe you guys know
Yeah.
someone who rents a motorcycle. I'd love to spend a couple of days riding around your country. So it's kind of not paying for it, but it's also paying for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
sponsored. It's kind of like what you guys do.
Yeah.
So in Chiang Mai it was the same thing. I think Chiang Mai is also a great place too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
the only thing is, if you're not a experienced rider in Chiang Mai, medyo maraming twisties talaga. Like it's really nonstop.
Yeah. Beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's the riding there is so good, and on top of that, wherever you stop, kahit yung mga turo-turo places na little tindahan, ang sarap ng food. Parang you're like, what? How is it possible? How is it possible that every place you stop, the food is excellent?
I had an affogato in the middle of nowhere in Chiang
Wow.
Mai. Yeah. I was like, I want some coffee. There's a little coffee shop.
We should do a Chiang Mai tour. We should do that.
Ay, sama ako
Game.
dyan.
So
Oh,
who wants to
yun.
do that? So yan, so King Senko, Miss Teki, Maki, sino pa?
Uy, masaya yun. See, Big Sugar D, Q815 in the house.
Sino pa sasali? Nudge. Kasama pa si Nudge yan.
One of his clones.
One of them. One of the Nudges.
My other tip, pala, going back, if you're going to ride abroad, you're going to be stressed because a lot of the cultural stuff and the traffic and everything is always going to be in the major cities.
Yeah.
Right? So just get out of the city right away. And once you're on your own and you've got the road to yourself, it's going to be beautiful and you don't really have to worry too much about the rules and regulations. And I mean, you should still follow the rules, but you don't need to be too stressed. It's always in the densely populated areas where
that really counts, right?
Where
Where that really matters. But yeah, I mean, it's the best way to experience a new place.
Yep. But before you go outside of the Philippines, explore the Philippines first.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because you guys have gone everywhere in the Philippines already.
No naman.
I mean,
Oo, not
but,
so
no,
much.
No
si
naman.
Maki, sorry.
Si Maki, oh.
Yeah, Maki's visa has been approved. Maki has gone to more places, I think, around the Philippines than I have. And if you guys want to go to the Visayas area, sila Trunks and Big Sugar D will take care of you. Sila Cesar Villanueva and the Tourism Promotion Board. So
Yeah, I'm actually trying to plan a ride in Bacolod. In that
Yes.
area.
Because you have your hacienda there.
My family's from Bacolod, and I've yet to ride around Bacolod.
Sama ako, ha?
Yeah.
We'll do that. That's an
Yeah.
easy ride. That
Yeah.
is maybe 3-4 days.
Yeah, and I've never ridden Mindanao. I actually want to do that. I don't know if you want to the Siargao count. Maybe not.
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
Ako, first time ko sa Zamboanga.
Yeah, sumama ka sa Mindanao Freedom Ride with
Tapos
Maki.
pinairam nila ako. Ang babait nila doon. So, shout out to the Lost Boys.
Yeah, and if you're in Mindanao,
Zamboanga.
Norman Ring, they'll hook you up. These guys are awesome. They're the ones who organize the Mindanao Freedom Ride. I would never do that ride
Why?
because it's like 2 weeks of Ironman.
at what kind of pace?
that pace.
Oh wow.
Yeah, these
500 to 600 kilometers sila per day.
it's not a it's a Mackie ride. It's not an Iba ride.
It's not.
It's like not
Ma-disqualify ba si Maki doon?
walang DQ doon.
Wala.
Walang DQ, pare. Walang DQ doon. Oh, yun. Si Maki kasama sa Bohol Loop. Yun. KTM, Kimco, and Kawasaki yung available sa Norman Ring. All right. And that is it for our show. Thank you. See you guys next week. Maki and Buck hopefully will be back from the mountain.
What if they get stuck in the mountain? What are you gonna do? What if all of them can't come
Well,
back?
then this is the new show.
This is
It's
it.
going to be the Consul General Borgia, Jinno Rufino, and me.
Wow.
I think actually this is one of the most matino shows we've had in a while.
It yeah, maybe.
Doesn't it feel like
I don't know. I just jump in the comment section sometimes and just make one comment and leave. To tell you the truth,
Raffle.
I've only watched maybe 5 minutes total of your show.
Mr. Raffle?
Yeah. May raffle ba tayo ngayon?
Buti pa ako, I watch all your shows.
I don't think you do.
I
think
do.
you-
Oh, that's me. Like I watch the ones with the bikes that I'm interested in.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that.
Speaking of, all right, sorry. Before we wrap up,
Mm.
you brought in a bike that she wants.
Oh yeah.
What bike did you ride in?
I actually have the CLC of CF Moto right now.
OMG.
She was
450.
the one who revealed the bike. You were
In
the, because
imprint?
that's like
An imprint.
Oo.
Yeah.
Kasi na-late daw yung supposed to be mag-ano doon.
yung
Tawag nito? Yung
Unveil.
Mag-unveil. So kami ni, sino ba to? Kalimutan ko. Sa dalawa kami.
Mrs. Darwin.
Ayun!
Mrs. News Moto.
Sorry,
No, but-
epidural ko.
It's a nice bike. It's a bike that when you look at the front and the half of the bike, mukha siyang Triumph bobber. And I just really don't like the rear fender. But I mean the half the bike.
no, I
for
saw
me,
it. I saw it walk. I saw the silhouette
Yeah.
coming in. I was like, hey, ano yan? Is that a Harley? No.
It looks like it's like a baby.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's a baby Triumph bobber. And it rides really well. You know that 450 platform of CF Moto is pretty good.
And it looks bigger than a 450 though.
Yeah, well, all their 450s kind of look bigger
Yeah.
than they really are. Actually, even the Triumph for 400s look bigger than no other 400cc bikes. But the CLC is a good bike to learn on, I think, because it's smooth. The power delivery is very, it's good. It's easy. And saka syempre low seat siya kasi
Mhm.
parang bobber style
Mhm.
siya. But yeah, kaya. Try it later.
Yun.
Ayan, si Angelica. Sorry na, Angelica. I forgot your
Okay,
name.
Mackie, I think this is a good deal. Si Consul General got you a Multistrada. You should get her the
Oo
CF
nga.
Moto. I think that's a great deal.
Fair.
And then medyo multiple entry na yung visa niya. Yun. All right.
Yeah.
And on that note, Mackie, everybody in the FJ Moto Adventure Cross, stay safe, enjoy the ride. There is no winner. Mackie, Toti especially. Walang winner ha. Walang winner. Wag kayo ma-DQ. Just
Finish lang.
finish lang and enjoy. And we'll see you next week. Zeke, take us out. We're going to have a whole bunch of new partners coming soon on TNR.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Wow.
We're getting
How long have this show been on?
3-4 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Congratulations.
Alam mo naman ako, I don't ride fast, but I ride steady.
Uh,
I'm in it for the I'm in it for the long haul. Oh, yan. And thank you, Pod Network, Go Time, Bank, and Macbeth. Sana may new briefs kami. Sana mag-renew kayo. And that's